Welcome, Pat, to our show today. Change starts with us, Ohio. Welcome.
How you doing, Jim?
Good. Share with our listeners a little bit about your background and anything you would like to share so people could get to know you a little bit.
Well, I'm married. Don't know how good that's going to be happening anymore, and I got a wonderful kid.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
I got one grandkids, and they're supporting me, knowing I'm falsely accused in prison. I was a hard worker when I was out there. I'm a union pipe fitter. That's all I did was work, come home, and take care of my kids and family.
Right. Now I know. I've talked to Nancy on numerous occasions. She did say you were wrongfully convicted or totally innocent, I think is how she put it. Share a little bit about why people should believe that you're innocent, as I do.
Well, it started with a cop in my driveway messing with my daughter years ago, and then they just kept on harassing me for years after years. And then this guy named Mark Servance tried to hurt my daughter, so I hurt him, and then the cops, thought I was a drug dealer and then everything else, and they finally hit me with the sex crime. That was a lie. The only thing I did was kept throwing these people out of my house. They were trying to use drugs in my house, and then of course my wife, she would allow them back over, and I did, so I was the mean person, and so that's how I ended up in prison by them lying. In court, they even got up off the stand. The girl got off the stand and admitted it was all lies and took off running in the courtroom. And the judge said, "I don't care, you're guilty." So Judge Kimbler said, "I don't care." And that was wrong. It was just wrong. And then they tried to make deals with me and all kinds of stuff, and I wouldn't make no deals with them. So yeah. I don't know. I can explain in detail, but I don't think a 15-minute phone call can do it,
Right. We're going to have to probably do a couple. If you want to call back twice today, you can, or we could save that for when you do our Facebook Live.
Okay. That's what Nancy said she was doing. She said she was setting up a live Facebook account. My kids are going to call you, too, and explain some stuff, what happened to me and, the crooked courtrooms. They were keeping me in a side room trying to talk and bribe me and taking a deal, and I wouldn't do it, So,
right.
It's unbelievable how Medina's so crooked. Dean Holman and Scott Salisbury, crooked prosecutors. And he even said to my face, "I don't care if you are innocent. To me, you're going to be guilty no matter what." There was no way in heck I was going to win it no matter what.
Right, and that judge is retired, and his wife has it now, I believe.
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
Yeah, his wife got it. No one even knows how she got it.
I just wonder myself on that one.
Yeah.
It sounds...
Very crooked town, very crooked courtroom. They should be able to videotape them courtrooms because they're dirty. Yeah. It's dirty. I used to trust the legal system. Now I don't trust none of it.
Right. I am good friends with Bill Lamb, though. That used to be in the mayor at one time.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still is. I think he's on council now. His father grew up in Palmer Heights and sat on the one trial for Shepherd years ago. For the Shepherd case, he was locked up in Fraser Hospital for many years.
Wow.
But I do know Medina is pretty well, messed up, and I don't see it changing by them electing the same people over and over again.
Right, I agree with that. They shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't even have them. They should be arrested for the crookedness they do. They should have to pay for the time that we're in here suffering. Took me from my family that I love very much.
Right, and I believe our goal is that somebody will listen and offer their help to as many of the people that we interview. I got to know. I hear your name all the time. Frank's from Nancy, so I kind of feel like I already know you guys.
That's good.
So.
Well, Jimmy, when you're innocent in prison, you feel like, why am I here? Why do I have to sit here? Why do I got to do this? I just want to walk out the door.
Right, I get that. Yeah. Yeah, I fought my case too, but and I get it. You guys should not be there.
So, yeah. And that's what's aggravating me. They took me from my family. for doing nothing. These people got talked into lying by Mark Servance because these people that did this to me are drug addicts, and Scott Salisbury, Medina County, is a drug dealer. And that's
Right.
why he's got Mark Servance selling his drugs for him.
Wow.
And when we wouldn't bow down to his needs, he started trouble for me.
Huh. Well,
Officer John's involved in this too in Medina County.
right.
So he's the one protecting Mark Servance.
Right. The sad thing is when people hear the word sex offense, they automatically assume a person's guilty, which they're not. You know,
Right.
and people need to get that out of their minds.
Well, it seems like the harder I fight my case, and it's like someone contacts somebody in these prisons, and then they give me a real hard time all the time because how hard I'm fighting my case. And I don't let them treat me like shit here. I give it right back to them.
Right, right. And I think you really need to, because, I mean, you can't stop fighting, you know, especially if you are totally innocent or even wrongfully convicted. You need to get the, you know, win your case.
Well, Jimmy, if them girls, they couldn't describe me at all when it comes to actually doing them or anything, because I've had an accident down there, and I've had multiple surgeries, and they couldn't describe nothing. So, I mean,
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
that was brought up in court. That's why they got off the stand and ran and admitted that I didn't do none of it. She ran
Right.
off the stand. So that's the sad part about all of it. And these people know I'm a good person, but how they're living with this, I don't know how. They can convict someone on lies and live with themselves. That makes me sick. I don't understand how they're doing it.
Yeah, I don't blame the kids, but I blame the people that put them up to it.
That's what I'm blaming, Mark Servance. I don't blame them at all.
Right.
So, yeah, that's the truth right there. I don't blame them at all. Matter of fact, I feel sorry for them because I still hear they're being used by Mark Servance. And
Wow.
that's sad because they've got a stronghold on them with drugs, you know?
Right, right.
So, that's the sad part.
Well, we got to get the word out, and have your family members share these videos on YouTube. They could go to Change Starts With Us Ohio, send them to the media, send them to friends. You know, I share it to several hundred people when I'm done.
Do you have my daughter's phone number, Jim?
No, have her call me if you can.
Okay, I will. I'll
Okay.
never call you.
And you need to talk to her about this though. If they would, I don't know their age, but if they would like to be an interviewer without saying their name, they can.
Well, they're older. They're
Okay.
27 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's older. My kids are older.
Right.
But so they're very strong kids, and they're willing to do anything to prove my innocence. They were always there when I was home, always.
Right.
So
Right. Well, hopefully that will happen, soon. What is your sentence now that you have?
say that again.
What is your sentence now?
I couldn't understand you still.
What is your sentence?
15.
Okay. That's flat time, right? Okay.
No, 9 flat time.
And how long have you been down?
8 years.
So you would leave automatically in 9 years, or you got like 6?
I got flat 9 and then 6 more after that.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. It's sad that our system allows this to continue.
It's really bad because you trust on a system, and when you can't trust the system, then who do you trust? I mean, why pay tax dollars anymore when they're crooked? Why pay for people you don't need? Would you hire someone that ain't going to do a job? No.
Right.
So I think they pull all their tax dollars and quit paying taxes and shut them out and make them start over somehow. I mean, this is wrong.
Right. I agree with you 100%. Well, I do believe, there's going to be, awakening here about
Originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
what we need to do is really front out the crooked court system and the people that's really making it that way.
Well, I tell you, talking to some inmates inmates in here that are fighting their case, total innocent cases. It seems really sad that Ohio's fell into this type of situation. It's because of the lack of work, so they have to open more prisons to cause more work for inmates.
Right.
For people to have work. And that's the sad part, that any innocent people are going to suffer. A lot of more innocent people will suffer too.
Right.
So I think the hearsay law should be abolished and put under an evidence law.
Right.
Not no hearsay. It's wrong to say someone did something when you don't even hardly know the people.
Right. Right.
So
that's true. Would you like to do a Facebook Live tomorrow night at 6 p.m.?
Sure. Call you at 6 tomorrow?
Yeah, and you could call back a couple times if you'd like to.
Well, there's a lot of people wait on these phones.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I think the tablets are hard to hear on.
Yeah, it is bad.
Yeah. You could try the tablets, but,
Well, I definitely want to talk to you more because I would like to know. I'd like to let a lot of people know how crooked Medina is, and I think they threatened my wife because she was helping a lot in the beginning,
right.
And then now she's like, well, nothing we do can help, nothing.
Right.
You know?
Well, who can people contact? Is there an email or something for if somebody wants to get involved and help?
Well, I got to make a page. My daughter has one. I'm going to have her call you, and she can tell you how to set all that up. Okay, get on that.
Okay, that sounds good.
I'll have her do. And my son too. All my sons can help. They're all helping.
Right. If any of them could be at the State House next Saturday from 3 to 6, we have a national rally in Columbus. We got over 600 people signed up.
Where's it going to be at?
On the grounds of the Ohio State House. It's sponsored through Change Starts With Us Ohio. And we have a speaker coming in from New York and one from Washington. And, as we work with wrongful conviction, it's a great place for them to meet people there and network with others.
I'm definitely going to get them there, both of my.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Okay.
I will call them here in a little bit. And
Okay.
I'm going to get them to call you, okay?
Okay, what is your...
Yeah. Do what?
What is your ID number in case if somebody wants to JPay you?
This call is originating from an Ohio correctional facility and may be recorded and monitored.
The number is 633762.
Okay, and all you have to do is type in Ohio, folks. Okay, Pat, tomorrow night at 6 p.m., we'll go live on Facebook.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks.